It was supposed to be an ordinary night by the sea. Warm air, string lights over a beach bar, the sound of waves folding quietly onto the sand. 4 friends, 2 couples, the youngest just 19, had no idea that a stranger was already going through their bags. Malvarrosa Beach, Valencia, a stretch of coastline known for its late-night bars and warm summer crowds. Among the people scattered along the sand that evening were 4 young men aged 19 to 23. They weren't looking for trouble. They were just enjoying the night, the way thousands of people do on this beach every summer. But somewhere nearby, a 29-year-old man, a Moroccan national, had noticed them. At first, it looked like an ordinary theft. He moved toward their belongings, searching through bags left on the sand while the group was distracted. But then, he realized something. These weren't 4 friends out for the night. They were 2 couples. According to police reports, the moment he understood who his victims were, his behavior changed. He began shouting homophobic insults at them loud enough for people nearby to hear. Then, just as suddenly, he walked away. For a few minutes, the beach returned to normal. The couples likely thought the confrontation was over. It wasn't. He came back, and this time he wasn't empty-handed. He was carrying a kitchen knife. What happened next unfolded in seconds. The man confronted all 4 victims again, demanding their belongings, but this was no longer just a robbery. Investigators say he pressed the blade against one victim's neck. Then, he stabbed him in the stomach. As the group tried to defend themselves and each other, a second victim was slashed across the face, the neck, and the hand. Chaos broke out on the sand, screaming, struggling, a knife catching the light from the bar. And somewhere in that chaos, the 4 young men fought back. With some of the group's belongings in hand, the attacker ran. He sprinted across the open beach, the knife no longer in his grip. He'd thrown it aside somewhere in the sand, perhaps hoping it would disappear with the tide. But Malvarrosa Beach wasn't as empty as he thought. Valencia local police officers were patrolling nearby. Within minutes, they intercepted him. The chase was over. When officers searched the area, they recovered the discarded knife, the same weapon used just minutes earlier. The 2 injured victims were treated for their wounds. Doctors confirmed the injuries, while serious, were not life-threatening. Both were expected to recover. As for the attacker, he didn't walk away unmarked either. Reports say he sustained injuries of his own, the result of the victims defending themselves during the struggle. By sunrise, he was in custody. The case, now in the hands of Valencia investigators, raises a chilling question that echoes far beyond this one beach. What began as a simple robbery attempt turned into a hate-fueled act of violence the moment the attacker realized who his victims were. 4 young men went out for a night by the sea and found themselves fighting for their lives. If you want to understand how quickly an ordinary night can turn dangerous and why authorities are taking a closer look at hate-motivated attacks like this one, make sure you're subscribed, because these are the stories that need to be told.